Morning guys, so I'm here to see this property here. I'm in Forest Hill, single family Newark. Not sure. But let's take a look. A little bit different from what I can see. But let's take a look. Alright, so single family. We're in Forest Hill section of Newark. I do like this section a lot. Reminds me of home. There's a lot of charm in regards to what's available. So it looks like either the owner's on their way out or they've attempted to rehab. Because you've got a mixture of new and old. I would probably say just some feedback. If I was listing this, you definitely have to declutter. It just kind of raises more questions and doubts rather than positive. So I'm here with my clients at the moment before I start my real estate tour later on today. So I'll do my single families first, and I will be putting back in place the single family tour soon. What I'm doing now is just focusing on a lot of one-to-one appointments, just to make sure my pipeline is clear before I can accept some new clients. So let's take a look upstairs.
Yeah. You went down there?
Not yet. Let's see where the lights are.
Okay.
Okay.
I haven't seen one of those in a while, but I think we're okay. I just want to make sure. I hope so, anyway.
I'll be down shortly, guys. But what I do like about the Forest Hill section of Newark, and you can find some of these homes in East Orange and Upper Vailsburg, Newark, they do have a lot of character. And I think a lot of people are overseeing things. There's a new phrase that I have been using that a lot of people are too close to the trees. So when you're too close to the trees, you can't actually see the real opportunities. So these homes here in Forest Hill section, the first one I just went to needed to be renovated, $425,000. That needs to be removed. I know it costs about $25,000 to get it done, but it's a worthwhile investment. What I mean by that is that a lot of people that are living in Montclair now are actually moving into this area. So the price point of this house is $600,000 in its current condition. And you'll see that a lot of these homes in the Forest Hill section, especially near to the park, will be multi-billion-dollar homes in the future. Just because of what's going on in Newark as well. Where are the guys that work at Prudential, Audible, where are they going to live? My wife would love this. So this is what do we call this? Ladies, help me out that you're on the line. Where you do all your makeup, your shoes. Yeah, my wife would have a field day here. So that's a nice touch. It's important to make sure you've got bathrooms on each floor. No one wants to go from the top floor down to the second floor to use the bathroom. So that's something a worthwhile investment. And then you've got to also understand the dynamics have changed in regards to the makeup of families, especially with COVID. So people are looking for more space. They're looking for access points in regards to can I go outside, walkthroughs, balconies, just anticipating that, just more space, outdoor space. I think that's a waterless tank there. Yeah, so this house has a mixture of new and old. It's either the owner or a rehabber's come in and started to do some things and hasn't finished. Price point wise, it's a quarter lot. I'll show you outside. It's got a double lot. I believe anything you buy in this area is of value. But I need to ask my parents that if back in the day these pinks and greens were just, I don't know, it seemed like it was a thing back then. I've just left the house with purple carpets, and well, I think it must have been a very colourful era. I've got the baby boomers on the line. Please enlighten me. So the reason why I did this video, this is a definition of, that's what it looked like on the internet. That's not what it looks like here. So you always have to take a look and see what you're buying. Sometimes specs are incorrect in regards to how many bathrooms. We started some electrical work. But all in all, I do think it is a nice, good opportunity for the right person that wants to add value. It's a different mindset at this price point. You're looking for someone that wants to grow their family. What do you think, guys, in the basement?
I think it was meant to be like a basement apartment.
Yeah, and I don't know what they were trying to do.
I think part of it was like, it looked like there was a lounge area, there was a laundry room, and I was like, where was the rest of it gonna go? Like the bed or the, or you know, like.
But it would be a nice furnished
Finished
basement. Yeah, if you finish it off.
Okay. All right, let me take a quick look. A lot of people is that the bulk of my clients are coming from New York. That's just a fact. Upstate New York. Also, I'm having a lot of people move from like New Brunswick, other parts of New Jersey that want to be in this area. They grew up around here and they want to go back to their roots. They've done very well in life and they specifically looking at these areas for retirement. So what I'm saying is in regards to, sometimes a lot of people are too close to the trees so they can't see the real opportunities. This is what we got in the UK in regards to systems. We invest heavily into waterless tanks, just kind of smaller units because we don't have as much space. But yeah, as they said, this potentially could be a whole apartment within itself, which I think that's what they're thinking about doing. That's why we got a vanity over there. So the point is that you've got to have the vision. That's the point I'm making. And the vision to see what it's like moving forward. On my tour today, I'm going to be speaking about mindset because I realize that I'm attracting a lot of people with the wrong mindset towards investing in a single family home and a multi-family home are two different things. The motivation of these guys as a single family home is really, where am I going to grow up my kids? They're not thinking about cash flow, they're thinking about practicality. So they're willing to spend that money to invest in dreams, making a home for their family and doing the relevant works and stuff. The basement was pretty impressive. I think a good space. Yeah, I think a good space could be made from down there. They started. It's weird. They've started all over the place and just.
I know. It's just like
There didn't seem to be a plan on how they went about the building.
execution.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're gonna do it all at once instead of just I'm gonna do floor
Looks
by
really
floor
nice
by
right
floor.
here.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, it looks real nice.
This is
right
actually the table. In the picture.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, in the picture, but it's got the tablecloth on it.
Let me switch off the lights. So that was a different experience. Usually people do floor by floor. I've never seen.
It's like all over they were all over the place.
Yeah. And it could have been presented. If it was presented the right way, I think we would look at it differently. If we just knew that.
The door's free.
Yeah.
On this side, anyway.
So we sand down the other side?
So my daughter seems to think that this is like a first floor master suite.
I think it could be the way it's set up.
Because you have the bathroom and then you go around there and then the space, but it's so much stuff in there you can't really.
You can't tell what they were doing. And on top of that, there's a fireplace.
So this is what effectively back in the day you may call your man cave.
Okay.
All my books and
Parlor.
all that kind of stuff. My study.
A little like okay, yep.
You come into my study, my office. I don't want you to come into the main domain of my house. If you
Okay,
want to use
yeah.
the bathroom.
Come in, okay.
Yeah.
But then
that makes
and then
sense.
but back there is what? Just
I mean, it's
office space.
filled with
or-
a whole bunch of stuff. So,
Yes. So this would be like my library area, and then my desk would probably be back here.
Okay.
okay. That was a really big bathroom over there. Like it had the.
Yeah. Whoever
jacuzzi
did
tub
whatever they
and-
did to it, they tried to make it like a Mediterranean type style. And then this is living.
This is your living, your grand living dining room / fireplace happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the kitchen.
Yeah.
But it's like it's a galley kitchen because it's just long. You got a little small nook right there,
Yeah.
which was probably a breakfast nook. A built-in might give you more space.
Yeah, this is wear and tear on the outside.
That's solid though. I'm like,
So you got your electric gates.
yeah.
I like the fact there's a corner lot,
And this is a two-car garage, right?
2-car garage.
But they have two. It's zoned out. They did the HVAC,
Yes.
but
That's
it looks kind of crazy.
yeah.
The way the wires are running, I don't know.
Like, could it fall on it?
You could easily get rid of that.
Considering we've been getting crazy weather storms that are like super powerful, blowing trees
Hi, Jenny. They've started to replace windows. You see that foam around the window there? So it seems like they started to rehab. They've taken out the old, let's say, look at next door. So they've done a bit of old and new, but it's a very strategic part of the Forest Hill section. They've done the HVAC, which that's a big undertaking. So really restoration of the external. There is a broken window right there, but it's internally you can see the actual window internally. I would want to restore a lot of these windows, a lot of these kind of features. I like them a lot. I try and tend to stay away from the modern stuff. And that's probably that door that was going into the basement. Your neighbors are looking quite attractive over there. But as I said to you before, I got to get my clients' mindsets to understand that we're driven, since the attributes that are driving a lot of buyers at the moment are incorrect. And I explain to people it's like the Olympics. If you're going to run the Olympics, you have to train. But the mindset is incorrect in regards to the strategies. I think a lot of my buyers need to talk to their grandparents in regards to the real essence of value of home ownership. So what I mean by this, something like this is going to appreciate faster than a single family, let's say in Belleville or even Bloomfield. But they're missing the value of this because, you know, a little bit of a stigma sometimes of certain areas. But I see the value in these things. Let me lock up, guys. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to be on the tour a bit later on, so I'll be on the Facebook. Connect with me on the business page, and on I'll be on the Instagram. I'll alternate videos today. Okay, so have a blessed and productive.